So several people, when they heard I was doing a college tour with my daughter in California, expressed concern. We live on the East Coast, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, are you really going to let your child go that far?" And it's given me pause every time someone has said that to me, because it means why? What's the problem? What's the problem if they go across the country or if they went in the state? What's the problem that we have with change? Where's the fear in there that stops us from expanding past our borders? And it really perplexed me because, quite honestly, I'm excited. If she wants to go to California, go to California. Matter of fact, she wanted to go to Australia at one point, and we're like, great, go to Australia. Why not? Right? And it perplexes me because it makes me wonder how many of us live in this way. And I get that I don't live in this way about my child going off to school, or even myself moving to a different place. But we all have these places of limiting beliefs. We all have these places where that's too much change for us. We all have this barrier that we put up. And so I'm asking you today, like I'm asking myself, what are those barriers for you? Because here's the reality. Here's the reality. There is so much greatness for you potentially on the other side of that barrier. There is so much, right? So I'm out here in California with my daughter, and well, some of you know that I'm from the Caribbean, and I love walking on the beach. It's like one of my favorite things in the world to do, just walking on the shoreline of the beach. My wife loves the water, right? And my youngest daughter has always said she's not a beach person. She doesn't want to go to the beach. Every opportunity over the years, she has skirted and skipped going to the beach. Well, yesterday I said enough is enough. We had the time in the schedule. We were driving the coastline. I said, we're stopping and we're walking along the edge of the water. And she thought, right? Again, is it across country or walking the edge of the water? What is it? What's the limiting belief? She didn't want to do it. Oh my gosh. We got out of the car. She said it's uncomfortable. I said, take your shoes off. Oh my gosh, your ground's so hot. And every excuse all the way down to the water. But we get down to the water, and as we get down to the water, right, we start walking, and we're walking along the edge, and she doesn't want the water to touch her at first. And so I'm walking in the water, she's just walking on wet sand. Then a wave comes, and you know how that goes, right? If the sand is wet, the wave is coming. The wave comes, and it hits her feet, and she reacts. Then it comes again and hits her feet. And then we keep walking, and she looks at me and she says, this is actually quite nice. This is actually quite nice. She got all the way to the point where she was just standing in the water and just letting the waves hit her and having the time of her life. You see, she had an invisible boundary and border. Whether it's moving across country, whether it's what you think you can or can't do. But she had moments of pure ecstasy yesterday that she'd never experienced in her conscious mind in her life, because of something that she felt that she'd blocked, that she didn't want. And she didn't want to try. What are we afraid of? Why are we living in fear? I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me, because I've got it too, right? Why are we living in fear? Why are we living in a place where we're not willing to take that step and say, hey, let me at least step out and try this and see what's on the other side? Why do we allow the fear to paralyze us so much, and very often miss opportunities that could be pure ecstasy? Why? And don't stop here and tell me because, oh, it could turn out bad. Because there are a lot of things that we do, and I'm saying this to myself right now, y'all. Okay, I'm not really talking to you. Because there's so many things we do all day long that do turn out bad. Things that we know, and they do turn out bad. So why not take a chance and allow something to turn out great? Why not? Why not? So, my question, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to try? Something new, something that we've said we want to stay away from, to see new possibilities and new opportunities.